Oh, hello guys. I've just been streaming to myself for about 10 minutes. I didn't realise I'd not pressed the go live button. I've been talking to myself. I've been answering your questions and everything. It was quite a good stream actually. Yeah, I was enjoying myself. Yeah, you didn't miss much. I was answering the question about stacking walls. So you can do a little bit of a thing with triangle foundations where you get do this kind of thing because the walls snap side by side now. Not quite as tight stacking as in ASE, but that's the thing. Can't remember who asked that, but anyway, that's the question I answered. And then, yeah, I was just getting into demonstrating why the you can't build the old Rex trap the same anymore. So, yeah, these pillars, they don't snap side by side anymore. So you can't build it the same way. However, you can use this beam method to go this way. And then go down like this. And then pick these up. But obviously it's a little bit more hassle doing that. Something like that, but the problem is these pillars are taller and the Rex won't step up onto them. It's too high for the Rex. Just a quick question while you do this, any plans for those dino park things where a dino is aggro to something and then goes through a whole ride? Dino park things? I can't think what you mean. Where are dinos aggro to something? I'm not sure. Can't think what you're talking about. Aren't you glad they've kept in the single most useful structure for making traps? What, the pillar? Any chance you could work on a portable trap could be useful for when the baby Claymodino drops. Oh, the baby Claymodino. Possibly. I don't know, we'll have to see how things go. I'm still kind of figuring out how people are playing the game at the moment. I need to play it myself, really. I've not really played it, like I've only been in creative mode. I need to like actually play it and see how things work when you're actually playing the game. Anyway, back to this. So, yeah, that's too high for it to climb up, is that? Let's see if it can climb up that. Ooh, it can. Right, so what if we get rid of that one there, since we're not going to need that. Let's just get rid of this. So yeah, that could work. This might be a very short stream. Yeah. I mean, that's the way you could do it. If you want to use pillars. Has anyone ever made use of like the double-ended thing on the Rex trap? Because then like on the gear trap and the Spino trap, you can only go in from one end, but then on the Rex trap you can do two ends. But I don't know if that kind of made it fail sometimes when sometimes the Rex will like climb over the top of it. I think maybe it's better to stick with it like that. It is quite cold, yeah. As an example of this marble run. So that they weren't actually aggroed on the creatures, they were just following them. They were all tamed creatures, they were following them. But yeah, I wanted to do more with that. I don't know if you saw the community post I did on YouTube, but I was building a big thing, a big marble run, but I didn't get it done in time for ARK Ascended launch, so now I'm kind of focused on doing content for this game. It's been put on hold, that maybe forever, I don't know. Would the AI dino work differently than Ridden? I mean, it does affect it in some ways, but it'll climb up things just the same. That's all the same. Or at least it was in ARK Survival Evolved. I presume it's still the same. Is this the same trap as your thatch one you trap? No, that was a different one. We could test that kind of thing though, actually. It would be interesting to see how that performs as well. So let's do that over here. So that kind of setup, you have walls. And then we need a ramp. And then we probably want some railings. Actually, no. Let's just... Oh, maybe we should. I don't know. I want to just see if it'll climb over here for a start. And see if it can get up that height. I should have done door frames though, instead of walls. Well. I can't get up there. So yeah, railings are probably the way to go. I think you should still finish the marble machines. I might go back to it at some point, but right now, like, I'd be crazy not to do content on ARK Ascended. It's got to be done, so... Yeah, maybe at some point I'll go back to it. Who knows? Actually, can I... don't think I'd be able to do a ceiling there, would I? But I might just try doing one of these ramps, because then we could have... these underneath instead. And then you can run straight through there then. Ooh, it doesn't want to climb up there. It's interesting. Doesn't want to climb onto there. I wonder if something's changed on this version of the game. Are you going to make a new ski jump for metal? It's... I don't know, it depends whether we figure out a way, because like the mechanics don't allow you to tilt walls like we did before, I don't think so. Unless we find a way. Probably not going to happen. I imagine the quarter walls and ceilings could make for fun vent builds, like, oh, that could be cool, yeah. You know what, let's try just placing some foundations and some railings down and see if it can walk over that. But have they changed something? Like, that would have definitely been possible before. There's no way railings now stop a Rex. Surely. Let's do a little test. No way. Oh, it did get out. But it was struggling. It was struggling big time. That's interesting, that. It got out right on this corner, didn't it? Don't know if that's because the ground's high there. Let's shift this over. Let's just get rid of this bit. And let's try that. It's glitching. It's out. It's definitely struggling a lot more than they used to, though. Or a lot more than they do on ARK Survival Evolved. Right, let's try something else. We can get away with... No, let's just go for that. Try that. Just that little bit of extra height might just hold it in there. Does the old one still work? I'll show you in a sec. I built it a minute ago. What's it doing? Is it stuck? That's interesting. Come back to that in a sec, see if it's still in there. So this is the one I've built that's like remodeled version of the old one. So if you've got a pillar there like you would have had on the old one, then it can't climb up that. But I discovered that if you use one of these horizontal ones, then it can climb up. But you can't snap these pillars like next to each other now. So you've got to go like that and then go like that and then remove that. It's a little bit annoying. But that seems to work as a pillarless, I mean a pillar only trap. Yeah, that thing's still stuck in there. Does this mean riding the T-Rex isn't a pain now? Possibly not, because I think it'll still be able to climb over things where they should be able to walk. But like railings and walls, you'll slide off those. So I guess they've just kind of changed the mechanics to get one of those. So if you try and land on a wall, you'll slide off it. So I'm guessing anything that has that kind of behaviour will prevent the Rex from getting over. But I'm gonna guess if I was to put a ceiling here, it could step onto that and out, and I'm correct. So basically they've like, I don't know if, I guess that's an improvement. I'm guessing that's intentional. That they've made it to where you can't walk over things so easily that you shouldn't be able to walk on. It's definitely useful for traps. Like traps, that's going to change trapping a lot, you know. Like this, what I've got right here, this could be like the new like all-purpose trap that people use, I reckon. Something along those lines. Maybe with a bit of adaptation, but I think that's going to be the new way to go. Obviously needs a bit more testing that, but yeah. Will old ramp tech be useful with same setup, just ramp to get in? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but if I'm understanding you correctly, then yes. Can they walk back out onto those slopes? Let's find out. Let's try it with a tamed one for a start. So we're in, can't get out, but we can, yeah, we can get up onto that ramp. So you'd need, what would you need? You'd probably need to you need to have a way of it not being able to reach that. Let's just see if that works. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Might do. Foundation out, ball up, ramp up, make it drop in. I'll try that in a sec. Oh, that might do it actually. So that might not be the best solution, but you kind of see what I'm trying to achieve here is no ceilings where those gaps are. I guess you could probably just fill those gaps in with more quarter walls. That would probably solve it actually, come to think of it. If you were to do that, then it can't get over. Yeah, it seems to work. I want to see if we can spread these out a bit more. Can't get out of that, can it? Oh, you can. Something like that's kind of neat for the Rex. Hello, Roberto. That's mad that you can hold a Rex in with that. Baha's plotting something. What, Baha, what are you plotting? Let's try that, but a triangle version. Oh. Another idea. Let's try a version where you've only got like that kind of size. And what should we do for the RAM? Do we just, I guess we just go like that, don't we? That should work in theory. Right, let's give this a go. This is going to be ridiculous if this works. No, it doesn't. I guess there's not enough space there for it to stand, so it's kind of like on top of the walls and it just sort of slides off. No. I bet if it was up higher it would though. But there's really no point going higher, I don't think. We'll try it though, for science. So if we were to do this with regular walls, yeah, let's go regular walls. Like so. And then ramp on there. See what that does. Ooh, that's looking promising. Oh no, no, it's out. Let's try going a bit higher. That seems to have got it. Anyway, there are T-Rex in the chimney. How's the game after the update? Has it improved it? I've not really noticed a difference, to be honest. Some people have said there's been a difference, but I've not seen it. Yeah, I can't move this Rex at all now. I'd probably switch out the door frames. I can't do railings up there because a ramp won't snap to the top of them. So they're going to have to stay as quarter walls, I think. What about getting rid of some of these though? That. And that slides out. But anyway, that's another possibility. But you could just do them like that or something actually. That'd probably work, I bet. Let's give that a go with a wild actually. Yeah, I did a new RG trap. I just uploaded the video yesterday. Why switch out for door frames when they all cost the same now? Just because, like, then you can walk underneath it and that easily. So, like, if you've got a Rex chasing you, and you can come over here. It only really matters for this front and back one. It's just easier to be able to run through there. That's the only reason. What we're doing? Oh, your wilds. Spawn a wild one. Why are they all like such bright colours? Now it's like the summer events on or something. That didn't go the right way. Shouldn't need both of the forward quarter walls. No, you shouldn't need it, but I like symmetry at the same time. It's all the colours, it's not just terra colours. Like, these Rexes, I've seen these Rexes in like some crazy colours. I'm not a fan. I think they've tried to make the game look a bit more cartoony, which I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather it look more realistic. There we go. Is it in? Is it out? It's out. I don't know if that was that quarter wall there that's missing. The characters look more cartoony, especially at lower settings. Looks like more about that. Yeah. It's hard for me to like comment on that because I've specifically made my character look like this, so I can't really comment on them looking realistic. Stupid Rex. It doesn't help that this trap's right in the way. Should get more of a run up. Right, come over here. Then come this way. Didn't want to walk up. Alright, is it in? It's not staying in there. Gliding off that. Let's try spawning one right on top. I don't know if it went in properly. Oh yeah, they're sliding out. That's interesting. So, tamed one will get stuck, but if you put a wild one on, then it slides out. I don't think a railing either side would help, because I think then it'd just slide out the front of it. And I don't think it'd even get into the trap if you had a railing either side. I think I'm just going to leave that there anyway, because I don't think this is the way to go. It's always been a little bit glitchy, and that's why I kind of avoided doing it too much in the past. On ARK Survival Evolved, it was a little bit glitchy. I think server performance affects it and stuff like that. I just don't trust it. Right, let's try triangle. Why is that obstructed there? What's obstructing that? Nothing there to obstruct it. Weird. It's like there's some... Oh, is there like some rock node there or something? Ah, that's where it was. Is there another one? There must be another one there. Anyway, that must be where it was anyway. Right, let's try a triangle design. Or a hexagonal. These rocks are like obstructing. Oh, you can't look underground anymore with Orbit Cam. That's actually really good for PvP. That's like been a thing for so long where people just look into bases in caves and whatever. Yeah. Now what we're going to do is destroy foliage. There we go. Right, what if we go for something like that? I wonder if the Rex will get through there. How wide is that? It's like, yeah, might hold it in, I'm not sure. It's going to be close. And like that. It's not holding it in there. About like that. See if it can get through there. K9, we're doing well. Why do the trees shrink in the background? I don't know. It's an interesting choice that they've gone for there with the shrinking. I wonder if the old Giga Trap still works. It'd need a bit of modification. That seems to be trapped. Pillar trap didn't work. It did work, yeah, I'm just seeing what my options are. That's one possibility then with that. No, what I'm wondering is whether you can, those secret doors, can you stand on those? Oh, you can. So like a wall, you can't stand on it. But these secret doors, you can. Just wondering whether that could be useful. Maybe not in this scenario, but it just popped into my head and I just started wondering about it. I don't like the amount of foundation usage I've got here. The other day you showed how foundations can climb hills, but can you place foundations on top of the lower ones to level them out? No, you can't do that, no. So, yeah, they're just placed like that. You can't have them on top of each other. I guess you could use a ceiling. And they're now flush with the foundations, so that's how you'd do it. You'd go like that, and then you'd build with your walls and what have you. Like that. I like the way they've done the foundations, I think it's good. So the old trap design doesn't work anymore. You've got to do it a little bit different. I showed that earlier on. This is the trap design that I made for Rex. I wonder if those are snapping to those, could that come in useful? Like, sure, we could do something with this. Pillars and quarter walls, that's what we're going to use this time. So if we were to start with a pillar. This is just littered with creatures. Oops, I just pressed. Ooh, crazy. Because the thing is, like, these quarter walls, they'll snap to these pillars. So you could end up with like this kind of thing where you've got floating. Yeah. Does that help us in any way though? I don't know if I'm just complicating it by doing that. If you think Fat Dog rocks, hit the like button. We have 90 likes and 199 watching. Show him the love and subscribe because I'm nearly at 100k. Got a dip Fat Dog to actually later enjoy the stream. Can't wait to see the new trap. Thank you, Krabby. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. I'll see you later. You can build pillars below existing pieces. Yeah, the pillars snap to a lot more things. There's some things that they don't snap to that they used to snap to, but there's some things that they do snap to that they didn't used to snap to. They now snap to like things you would expect them to snap to. Whereas before, it was like random stuff. It's just going to take a bit of you getting used to. Learned so much from you over the years. Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you. All right, Aaron. Mr. Longstaff. How's it going? Yeah, what can we do with this then? Feel like a hexagonal shape would be better though. Like, don't know. You can't. You're kind of restricted if I'm using these pillars. Like, I want to use it as few structures as possible, really, and it is few structure types. Like having an only pillar trap is nice in that you only have to make pillars, which keeps it simple. But if there's another option that's like a lot cheaper that has 2 types of structures, then that might be the better way to go. But I don't think I want to push it to 3 types of structures, which is, I guess, is what I've got here. I've got 3 types of structures going on. But I bet you could, on second thoughts, I bet you could lower that right down and then have that one up there. Oh, it doesn't want to place there now. But that kind of thing where you're using that as the step, although I can't put a wall on there either. Maybe I could put those first though, and then foundation there. I don't know if that'd work, but anyway. How about pillars and 1 hatch frame? There's no hatch frames now. If you're talking about the big hatch frame, there's no hatch frames. Let's try these. I know this is going to be going on for 3 structure types here, but I'll give it a go. Little experiment. What are you running PC spec wise? It's my graphics card that's letting me down the most. I've got 3060 and it's struggling, to be honest. I've got it on like low settings. So like I just set the preset to low on here. I think I changed a couple of bits. I think I turned foliage to medium and what else did I change? Change something else. Oh, textures. I turned textures up to high, and then on the RTX I put this on and auto super resolution. That seems to be the best balance I've found, without it like looking completely different. Turning the sky off really helps, but it just looks so different then. I'm not a fan of that. I'll show you what it looks like. I've lost the thing now. Hang on. Cloud volumetric cloud 0. Yeah, it looks like that. So it just doesn't look anywhere near as cool. But it does help with FPS if anyone's really struggling. I'm getting like almost, I'm like between 50 and 60 at the moment, so it's not great, but I'm kind of managing. For the hex trap, do you mean Rex trap? Is R close to H on the keyboard? I guess it kind of is. The hex trap you could reduce, or are you talking about hexagon? Is that what you mean by hex trap? You could reduce it by 3 foundations. Oh yeah, you are talking about the hex trap. Sorry. Yeah, you could do, but you still need a 4th one, because to get them into that pattern, you'd have to be like picking these ones up. So you'd still need a 4th, whichever way you do that. That's there. So that's pretty much as simple as you could get with that one. Right, back to this one then. So I'm thinking that doesn't snap to that. Does that snap to that? That snaps to that. Could we maybe... how about this? How about we go like this, and then we go like this. And we go like this. And we go like this. I want to see if it can get out of that. How are you finding the building mechanics? I love it and hate it all at the same time. That didn't work. Have you been on Discord today? I sent you a message earlier asking you what you thought to it. I like it, yeah. I'm the same as you, actually. I love it and hate it, yeah. It's like, for doing this kind of stuff, building traps, it's brilliant. You've got a lot more options with, like, simple mechanics, and it's going to be great for the average player who's just using basic mechanics. But then for someone who wants to, like, push the boundaries of what you can do, it's very limited at the moment. Like, you can only have 12 angles by snapping, and like you can't lower and raise foundations and stuff, and what else is there? Yeah, it's just stuff like that. Like, it's kind of limited in that way, but for the average player it's good. And it's still, you've got to remember, like, it's still under development. Like, I think they're going to be doing more with it, so I'm not too worried at the moment. Just got to give them some feedback at this point, I think, and see where it goes. Right, so that Rex got out of there. I'm wondering if those pillars, if it got onto that pillar. I wasn't really watching. Let's do it again. I think it's getting out on the corner. Let's try a turn one. Yeah, it's getting out on the corner, so it's those pillars that are allowing it out, which makes sense. Not seen Discord. Yeah, I've been playing with it all day, trying to do simple things. GG Fizz did say to send him feedback. Yeah, I was thinking it might be an idea, Aaron, if we get like a few builders in a Discord channel with him where we can like discuss it and stuff now that it's public and he can actually like talk about it. He's wanting feedback, so it might be good to get a few builders in there and discuss it and that. Maybe even get like someone like a PvP builder as well, because I think they're very PvE minded, the guys who've made it, so it'd be good to make sure that everyone's happy. Add another half wall in the middle of each wall. Half wall in the middle of each wall. Oh, it's not getting out of there. It's getting out on the corners. It's these pillars that are the problem. What I need to do is I need those pillars to not be there, basically. I think that's a great shout. You want to set a Discord channel up and I can help get... Yeah, we'll get that sorted out. We'll look into getting that sorted after stream. Not being able to do the really elaborate designs is a shame, but much better for the vast majority of players. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, I can get these up higher. Can I... How low can we go with this? Right down to there. So if I went right down to the lowest point, and then went like this... Did I see a snap point for going that way? I'm sure I did. Yeah, it is there. It's just a bit tricky to get. And then... Ooh, I can get one down there as well. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to get. Oh, I think I've figured out the technique. So you like look down. Right, that should work. Then we just need a way of getting in. And I'm trying to just stick to pillars and quarter walls. Actually get rid of those. Need like a pillar out here, don't we? But it won't. It's not going to snap in the middle. It'd be nice to have some more snap points for these, to be able to like get one in the middle of there as well. Like just really fine tune the snap points. Let's just go for like... Oh, I keep forgetting you can't snap those... Like you can't snap the pillars next to each other anymore. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, this is way too complicated to build. I'm going to give it a go anyway. Pressing the wrong button. Right, that should work. Let's get a wild one and give it a go. but it's too complicated to build. What is this Rex doing? You have to place pillar, then beam, then pillar. Yeah, I know. I've done that earlier on in the stream. I was doing this trap over here, and that's how I did that, using the beams. It's kind of annoying. I don't see any reason not to have that snap point, really. Having the pillars snap into each other. Let's try this again. Get out of here, Kana. Little coward. Can't you hold Q to free snap? You can, but I don't like free snapping. I think it keeps seeing that body, doesn't it? Let's get these Rexes out of here. Why is it always going for the Rexes? I've noticed the physics when stuff dies is a lot better now. You don't get things like jumping around like crazy. I'm sure they've made these creatures dumber. Let's try it again. What if you build a ramp first, then put the box on the end so it drops in? Build a ramp first off what? Like do a foundation and then the ramp and then build a box off that? HD dome. Honestly, I'm sure these have got worse. Or is it this new pathfinding thing? Are they like purposely avoiding the trap? Is that what's going on? I think that must be where it is, you know. Yeah, look at that. It's definitely going around the trap, isn't it? That must be the new pathfinding thing that they were talking about. I thought they'd not actually done that, but like I couldn't see any difference before, but now that I'm experiencing this, I want to try spawning in a flyer. See if it's the same. Where's it gone? Yeah, that's definitely changed as that. Let's try one with this pillar trap, see what it thinks about that. I wonder if it's just like walking creatures, because I didn't have a problem with the RG. With the RG trap. But that might be because it was flying. Maybe they've not changed anything with flyers. It might just be like the path that they take when walking. Yeah, that's avoiding the trap, I'm sure it is. That's where a drop trap may work. Wonder if they avoid ramps or just all structures, but then say that you did do the RG trap. Yeah, I think it must be flyers that are different. Wonder if it avoids all structures or just some. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting that. Let's go back to this one. Maybe you need to funnel them. Maybe. No, we're not accepting B he gates as an answer. I'd rather tame them without any trap than do that. That's pretty funny, is that? But they made it so that you can't get things in traps. Yeah. Let's try a different creature. What creature shall we try? Something that's like easy to control but aggressive. Like some with a smaller turning radius, that's what I need. So I can observe it turning better. Arcana, maybe Spina. Need something like slower with a good turn radius. What's that? Do you know what? Let's let's not try an aggressive creature. Let's try like a stego, and we'll hit it and see if we can get it to follow me in. Honestly, like it if they aren't trackable, too much of the game's danger gets removed by it. From a creativity perspective, but better for gameplay. I've got it in then. So it is possible. What are the rules to this thing? Let's try some more creatures. A raptor could be a good one to test, actually. Yeah, it's easier to see with a raptor because they can turn so quickly. You get to like see what it's doing. So it seems if you wait at the top of the trap and let them come to you, then they'll go in. Yeah, did you see that there? It like turned at last second. Yeah, raptors are a good one to test with, actually. Oh. That's one way to trap them. What's going on there? You should see what I've got my... Oh, I've set it to loose camera. I did that so that you can see when stuff's chasing you. It followed me that time. It followed me that time. I think it's because it's so close to me. But then it didn't that time. I think when it's really close. Yeah, when it's a bit further away from you, it can see to avoid it. But if it's right next to you, it'll stay with you. I think it like realised at last second then, but it was too late. Yeah, it's interesting, that. Definite difference. Guess you just need to be in attack range of the thing for it to override. Dodge, building, attack, human. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, Jolly Fox. Does eating rare flowers change that behaviour? I wouldn't have thought so. It's not about like the aggression level. It's about the new pathfinding abilities. They're trying to get to you in the quickest way possible. And when they see an obstruction, they think, right, I need to find a good way around that. So in this case, they're going around the structures to get to you, and that's why it makes a difference. If it's close to you, it's okay. But then when you've got that distance, it sees the structures and it thinks in advance, right, I'm going to go around that. Waiting for a GPU. I need to get a new one. Plot twist, the side of the trap is where the real trap gets built and the raptor gets baited into it. Do you know what? It'd be interesting to test this actually, like if you had a really wide trap. Right, what's its thought process going to be here? Oops, didn't mean to go that fast. Let's try that again, I did that really badly. Oh, it's actually gone all the way around the building. This raptor is smarter than most people, yeah. I'd have to agree with you there. Look at that. It stopped right at the top. Let's see if it finds its way around to me. Has it lost interest? Yeah, it lost interest. Let's try this again. Oh no, I wasn't purposely ignoring you. I missed your messages. I missed too many messages. I'm not very good at following chat. Let me see what you're saying. roofs versus ramps. I don't know for sure if that makes a difference, but every time I've used ramps it works. What do you mean ramps for what situation? Or do you mean these? Change these to ramp? So these ones, is this what you're talking about? Like that instead? Is that what you mean? Still seems to behave the same, it still sees the structures. Right, let's get rid of this stuff. See if it'll just follow me straight through there now. It's like, it was like, can I get through there? Yes, I can. It was thinking about it for a moment there. Yeah, it's like it doesn't know whether it can get through, and then it thinks about it and it realises it can get through. I wonder if some creatures are better than, are smarter than others. Because like you'd imagine a raptor would be really smart, wouldn't it? So maybe they're really good at avoiding traps, but like, what's like a really dumb creature? Let's see what this does. New sounds on that. Let me put this back to how it was before. It's new sounds on this. Pretty funny. Parasite, Scorpion. Okay, we'll try those next. That's trying to avoid it still, I think. Let's try a Scorpion. Yeah, you can like tempt them to come in, but you've got to be closer to them. Right, let's do another test. I'm thinking if we had a longer trap. Completely block all these off. Then ramps. In theory, I'm going to be running on here. It's going to see that those ramps are the only way into here. Let's go back to Raptor. So far, so good. Need a bit more rain, a bit more of a run up though. Need more distance. When you make, what if you make the trap deeper and stay inside the bowl so it has no choice but to pathfind inside? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do now. Oh, I had exactly the same idea, yeah. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there. Maybe the reason why the Ivy trap would work is because there was technically still an opening for it to escape. Possibly. I think it's probably more to do with it being a flyer though. It still doesn't like this. It's still avoiding it. That's going to mean that stuff like doesn't follow you into your base as well. The old Rex trap doesn't work. Well, I've done a version where it traps it, but the problem is this new pathfinding thing seems to make it very difficult for it to get it in the trap. How do you recommend trapping a Carno? I don't know now. It's very hard to trap anything now. Look at this raptor that's getting stuck on these walls. Weird. Try using rail input sideways. Maybe use... I'll just do this. I'll read your message in a sec. Yeah, definitely avoiding that. Try using railings put sideways, maybe use them as a ramp inward. Don't know if they can... but might be worth testing and trick the AI. Railings sideways. Don't know what you mean by railings sideways. What if you place ceiling just after the ramps, so there is half past the top of the ramps? I don't think that'll work. I think it's still gonna yeah, it's like it's just avoiding structures altogether. Let's see if it has any problems with following me into that. Does their behaviour change when the ramp is on a full wall instead of a... So it's fine with going into there. With a... I'd better to read in that. Does the behaviour change when the ramp is on a full wall instead of a quarter walls? Nah, it's all the same thing. I'm gonna have maze traps that will give you time to run through it and back around the front before the creature can turn around and go back to the beginning. Try snapping a rail into the bottom of a roof. What for? Dino gates to create a funnel. What about using fences instead of foundations so they stay on the ground? I can try that. Would be interesting to see if that helps at all. We're gonna have to have... We'd still have to have a pillar. We'd be better off trying something like this. Although we tried that already with the Rex, didn't we? It didn't want to go in. I'll just confirm that with a raptor. So there's no ground inside this trap. It did go in that time. Let's try that with a bit more of a run up. Oh, that went around them. Oh, hello, Flea. Do they recognise doorways? I think they recognise everything. I don't think it's really about like which structure type it is. I think it's more about like they can see where there's objects obstructing them. Do you think the standard gate trap? I mean, I don't really like gates, but I will test it for science. I guess it would kind of probably work because surely it's... Or is it avoiding running in here? Might be avoiding running in actually. Oh, it is coming here. But then obviously you've got it hitting you and stuff when you're trying to deal with that. So, I mean, it makes sense that it'd work. Let's try opening both these. It's going to run through because it's going to see there's no obstruction for it there. I guess it probably depends on the size of the creature. Like, a raptor's going to be fine, but then I bet if we get a bigger creature, it's not going to want to go through there. I wonder if Rexes fit through gates. Level 5 Rex Trappers insane, loved it. Oh, thank you. I do like that video, it's one of my favourite videos that I've done. I tried. Let's give that a go again. No way, it's Captain Fat Dog. Hello, Crowned. Will the AI hesitate to follow you at all when you enter a structure made only out of foundations? I don't know what the rules are really. Well, I kind of do now, but not enough to give you a definite answer. Sorry, I read the chat in a weird order as well. I always read upwards. Don't know why. Try trapping them with signs. I'm not accepting that as an answer. It's interesting, it's like, it seems to depend how far where I am from, how far through I've run, you know what I mean? Like if I'm close, it does seem to work. That kind of went round then though. 5 behemoth gates is what I need. I mean, I'm sure it'd work. Can't be having that. This new Rex way bigger than ASE, you don't think so? I think it's them. We need them. There's got to be a way of tricking them. There's gotta be. Let's try putting ceilings on top of here. This might be what someone suggested earlier actually, and I think I misunderstood at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably what they meant. Just for the sake of testing whether it's okay with that. Went over there. I need to get a bit more distance from it there, really. Yeah, it looked for a way around then. I'll try staying at the top of the ceilings this time, see if that makes a difference. So if I stay here, is it lost aggro? It's lost aggro. Thought it looked bigger. Don't know, maybe it is. Right, Jim, how's it going? Would the water confuse them? That is a good question. Because, like, if they're in water, then maybe they behave like a flyer would behave. How can we test this then? Are those roofs or ramps? I've noticed they behave differently with each. So the more sloped ones are roofs, and then the ramps aren't as steep. And then you've got stairs which are like same angle as roofs. So they're roofs, then that's ramps, so they're not very steep, they aren't ramps. And then you've got stairs. Wonder if using sacrificial dinos will cause an override on pathing around structures. It needs something actually like within the trap, I think, to trick them. Just tried eating a rare flower before a Rex lured it into the next trap. During that 8-second effect, I'm gonna try some more. I can try it, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Let's see if this works then. Didn't they used to last longer than that? Didn't they used to be like 30 seconds? Ran out. Got distracted with that corpse. Yeah, I'm on Kano Island, yeah. Save your life there many times. That's good. Only 600 subs away from 100k, yeah. Nah, it makes no difference. Still trying to go around. Let's try this water. So if I was to make something swim. Still got to get it in the trap. Still gonna have to go up a ramp, so it's still gonna have to walk at some point. I don't think this helps really. Like, I suspect they might not use the pathfinding thing when they're in water, but like to actually get it into a pitfall trap, it's gonna have to climb on something at some point. It doesn't seem to affect flyers. I think flyers still behave the same. I think it's just walking creatures. Place those afterwards. Just want to see if it'll try and follow me through there, even though it can't fit through there. I want to see if it tries. Pretty sure it tried to go around that. Oh, thanks, Jim. That's nice of you. Appreciate that. He's a legend, is Jim. I'm on Xbox, so I don't know the validity, but I saw something about a secret door. Yeah, there's a secret door. You can use those to trick the dino into thinking there's a path. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about before, but I don't really want to be having to open stuff if possible. I'd rather avoid that. Yeah, see, it'll try if it's close enough to me. Or any kind of distance between me and the Rex. It'll try and go around. Really wonky that time. Let's try going from this way. Have we got to think of this different... Have we got to think of this different, like a build to keep us safe and shoot from within? Good question. That would give you money if I could know where it is. I don't feel pressured. Is the new dino pathfinding invalidating traps? Yeah, it seems like. So at least it's making it a lot harder to trap them. Like, you can still do it, but it's a lot more difficult. What I'm wondering is whether they specifically tried to do this so that things can't be trapped, or whether this is just the result of them trying to be clever at getting around rocks and stuff. Yeah, they've made them too smart for regular traps, yeah. Go back to the old reliable bear traps. I think it can be done, but I'm probably going to have to spend a lot of time playing around with this. It's not something I'm going to be able to... I probably won't get it done on this stream. Like, this is something I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on. Try and figure out exactly what they like and what they don't like. Grappling doesn't work for wilds though, does it? It only works for tamed stuff like PvP. I think the grapples just end up getting detached or something. Or am I thinking of passive ones? Or, I can't remember. Or is it when it get... I don't know. Maybe it does work. I'm getting confused. I'm sure I've tried that before though. They didn't get smarter, you're just unlucky right now. I think I've tested it enough times to conclude that they've got smarter. Does the new pathline apply to tamed creatures so they don't get trapped on rocks while following you? I don't know. Maybe. Should we test that? Let's see if this Rex tries to walk around. Yeah, it did walk around, didn't it? So I guess, yeah, it does apply to tamed ones. Yeah. So your tamed creatures on follow should be a lot better at getting around things now. They shouldn't be getting stuck so much. Could you trap your player inside something on the other side of the trap so the only opening is from the trap? Not sure what you mean. Trap in the other side. Trap yourself in the other side of the trap. So the only opening is trap. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. How about build a pit with thatch ceilings on top, like 4x4 or something, and C4 the ceilings when running above. That idea might have some potential. You wouldn't need to C4 them though, because like if you did thatch, then it'd just end up getting broken. Well, I don't think it'd break quick enough. It's probably not the way to go. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought, this is nothing to do with the pathfinding situation. I've just thought, I bet you wouldn't have to build up so high with these pillars if you were to just snap like these onto these, although I don't know. Yeah, I guess you'd have to do like these pillars a bit wider apart and then have those going in from there, and then you can get rid of them top pillars. But you've still got the pathfinding situation to deal with. Yeah, I don't know if the pillar trap's going to be the way to go though anymore. If these little quarter walls are stopping stuff from going over, just need to figure out a simpler way of doing that, and then figure out this whole pathfinding situation. May have to be like the wyvern traps where you have them funnel in and they get stuck. I think even then it's going to try and go around it. On his GPU it's 3060, but it's not really good enough for running this game, to be honest. Struggling a bit. Let's test it, a funnel. Don't really know what else to try at the moment, so we'll give that a go. Yeah, we'll do it there. find out what happens here. Is it going all the way around? Let's try that again. No, something's changed, so they can't walk over the quarter walls, like, or they can't really get over like railings very well either. Like they've changed the mechanics a little bit with that. Like basically anything, it's not the height that's the problem, it's the fact that you can slide off walls. So anything that you can, any structures that you slide off, it can't climb over them anymore. Who is it gonna? Yeah, it went in that time. Blowing up ceilings probably would work, but it's just not practical for most situations. It's going all the way around. Clever girl. You could trick the Rex into going into a trap as it's trying to go around. Has the Rex always been that huge? Other people are saying it's bigger. I didn't think it looked bigger, but maybe it is, I don't know. Not sure. What about getting them to follow you onto a hatch, then opening the hatch so they drop down into a trap? That's a possibility. I don't really like opening stuff though with creatures that can be trapped by just dropping into a pit. I mean, it might work, but I don't think I can accept it as a solution. I don't think there should be any moving parts on a walking creature trap. Can't use ramps and instead place a foundry and a line of ceilings off the foundry. When the Rex is on the ceilings, block the snap point from the foundry to block the ceilings with walls. That really confused me, did that message? I'm going to have to read that like 3 times. You can't use ramps, instead place a foundry and a line of ceilings off the foundry. Then when the Rex is on the ceilings, block the snap point. I'm not sure what you mean. How about using knockback from the AI? Attack to push you through the trap. Yeah, I think that'd work, but it's not very professional, is it? Letting it hit you all the time. Like if you're close enough to it, it will go in. Will they fall into an open hatch? Might think it's a surface they can stand on and not recognise it's open. No, I think they will see that it's open. Because I with that dino gate, they realised that those were open. You're on your 5th read and still think the message is too smart. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to have to like go away for a little bit and think about this one. Go have some food, have a think. See if I can, and then come back to it later, see if I can come up with a solution. If you have any more ideas, you can just comment them below this stream later on. And I'll have a look at those. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there for now. 'Cause I don't really know what else to try at the moment. Yeah, that certainly changes things for a lot of creatures. So we'll have to see how things go with that. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone else comes up with some solutions, because surely people are trying to trap things while they're playing the game already. Like, I'm sure it'll people will be trying to come up with a solution. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you to Jim for that donation. And I will catch you in the next one. I'll probably stream again pretty soon while I was trying to figure all these things out. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.